Hello and welcome back to Chaosbane. Last time we rescued even more people from the Gunnery College. Even though I swear they gotta be running out of people who aren't Chaos cultists at this point. But we gotta talk to Falk again.
I've been speaking to the senior engineers. Riket was indeed using their expertise to create war machines in service to his dark god. Now we'll use their knowledge to bring his plans to ruin.
Go on.
Right now, the forges are in full production, creating weapons and ammunition. Riket's minions are working as fast as they can, and it's made them careless. In their haste, they've left 10 barrels of black powder scattered around the assembly area. If we detonate those powder barrels, it will kill many of Riket's followers and bring the forges to a halt.
Then let us begin.
I just kind of realized something. What is their plan? They're, one would assume, inside Nuln proper. Wow, I just took a lot of damage. Imagine my shock right there. But, so, they're inside Nuln proper. And they're building these war machines. One, how many do they think they can build? Two, based on how many they can build, do they plan on just breaking out? I don't think you can just blast your way through everything. You don't have that many skilled combatants. That is a troll. Wow, that is unexpected. And also really cool to see included. Look at that big old nasty boy. All them tongues. Oh, even barfs, cool. Ooh, a ring. I don't have any red tier rings. Nope. That's the button I was looking for. We'll go this way, just to check. And also, so I assume it's going to be steam tanks. And here's my big thing. How are they going to corrupt them for Nurgle? Because the way I would like to see it done, I highly doubt they do, and they never did in Fantasy, which was, if you're familiar with 40k, the Plague Reaper. It was a Bane Blade that's all covered in gross growths, and its main cannon is a giant, like, gross pus spewer. But it's really cool design. Really kind of just showing chaos just kind of overtaking something instead of, you know, being weird about it. And so, you know, I thought it was really cool. But we never got anything like that. I would love to see, you know, here's the evil version of, like, the chaos version of this stuff, where they do things like that. Khorne, it's a little more difficult. Same as Slaanesh, because things like artillery... Actually, artillery for Slaanesh, you could easily have some form of effectively sonic weaponry, like the Noise Marines, and do something with that, you know? Just dumpsters morale, or whatever. You know, you can come up with something. Turn stuff, literally anything like that. And I think it'd be really cool. It really shows the corruption of normal... Ooh, double. normal Empire stuff. Is my difficulty up? No. Why am I getting way better loot now? There hasn't been an update. But it's a lot better than just being like, yeah, we're chaos, so our cultists are dirty hobos in rags and we don't utilize any technology because we really enjoy losing. We rely on Norskin berserkers and Zerg tactics. Fear us. I've been playing a bit of Total War, Warhammer 2, getting everything kind of set up for recording, and one, I didn't realize how bad I actually am with the game. Here and now, I will preface this, and I will preface it in the first episode. I am not a high-ranking or high-skill player. I am a bumbling moron who is fortunate enough to not vaporize his own team or his own armies with magic. I know the very basic ways to do stuff, and that's about it. Though I was playing as Imric, and I managed to kill Deathmaster Snitched before he could take any places and steamroll me, which I really, really, really hope new factions get placed down that way, so that he doesn't... Like, if you play as Clan Ashen, you get free reign to just run over everybody. Your main threat, I'd maybe guess, is Hag Grief, but you can team up with them. And at that point, you know, you can just kind of lock them to their little islands, take over more stuff, and then turn around and slap him. But I had to, as Imric, just blitz to the capital for Clan Eshin and just stomp them quick. And it was so sweet because I tried about 8 times using other tactics and lost consistently. Because he would just snowball way too quick. I also realized taking Nagashazar and the Desolation of Nagash, it's a complete waste of time. Like, there's quite literally I mean, there are ways. I have to say that there are ways. If you have tech to boost your growth and stuff, you can offset all the penalties. Because I was hoping to claim it so that when I get all the stupid corruption from the Fortress of Vorag, I wouldn't have to deal with penalties. But it's so brutal. I was trying to make my way there as vampire counts, and every time I would, I'd start making my way down, and everyone around me just like, hey, you want to get slapped? And I'd just stand there and be like, no, and suddenly every army would just jump me. Friendly, enemy, the dwarves. God, the dwarves hate me. I could sit around, not do anything to the dwarves, and they're just like, hey, we're just gonna invade. And it's like, dude, why? I'm literally doing nothing. I am just here vibing. I'm just trying to live like Larry, and you guys are just causing problems. Yes, I may invade the moot occasionally, every time. But that's their fault for being a single city province with literally a small settlement as their only thing. Which, as a side note, they really need to do something about. Oh my god. Seriously, that place sucks. I'm actually gonna double back. I want to clear that end cap hallway thing. Because there's either gonna be nothing or there's gonna be a chest. And I'd rather be right and there be a chest. So I'd say better be right and there be nothing. But I'd rather be right and have there be something than... and get it, than be like, nah, there's nothing, and then not get it and regret it. Because as we saw from the last chest, or one of the chests I opened, I got red tier stuff. I know there's a proper title. I think it's like heroic, but I'm simple and use colors to denote things. Oh yeah, circle. I'm trying to remember what my bramble ability was. What do we get? I mean, I can't expect every chest to pay out with top stuff. Plus, it seems to loop around, so no real loss. But yeah. Playing Warhammer, just getting brutalized by everybody. Except when I play Skaven. I'm really good at Skaven. But that's just because their whole strategy is ambush and jump everybody. It's fantasy Vietnam, effectively. Doesn't matter who it is. Elves, men, lizard men, dark elves, the undead. They'll be walking through my lands and they just hear kill, kill, and then a bunch of raggedy looking rat people just come scampering out to die en masse. That's also one of the fun parts. Skaven is just like, yeah, you're gonna lose people. And admittedly, that is something I've really struggled to accept. Playing any faction is losses happen. Because I'm a perfectionist. I hate losing troops. I want to keep everybody alive. Decisive victories only. And sometimes that just can't happen. Either because, you know, the faction I'm against is just straight up my counter, or I'm just really dumb and make bad decisions. But I'm eager to start recording it for you guys. I think everybody will enjoy it. I'll admit, my self-deprecating humor and approach to things makes it seem like I'm worse than I am. And I mean, I learned the key things. Have a mage, and spam magic. Seriously, I've had fights where my mage will kill more guys solo than my top 4 units combined. I mean, high elves with archers. They're top of the line archers, and they will do worse than one fire mage. I do gotta say though, playing Emmerich, I stupidly was like, yeah, I'm gonna catch a dragon. And it's like, oh, you have to fight. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go fight the dragon. And then I look at the army and I'm like, okay, I can fight that. I'm gonna go fight the dragon. The second that thing pops on the screen, I'm like, what's its health at? 14,000. I'm like, oh, that's like another 0 or 2 more than I thought you would have. And as a result, I got absolutely clapped. Just no mercy. Me just flattened. I'm thinking, oh, that was an encounter. I save scummed because I've learned to quick save, 1, out of fear of something crashing, even though I've never had a crash, and 2, because I've gotten flattened way too many times. But it's a learning experience. Like, I learned I hate fighting the dwarves. They're slow and very resilient to everything. I sent a burning head through them, and I took like 2 guys out. I'm thinking, how do you survive a massive fireball just waltzing through your ranks? I have to specifically have magic that's armor piercing. And I'll admit, I have to kind of retool my army for them, which, inconvenient, yes, but also kind of neat. You know, you have to actually think. And I'm all for games that force me to think. Hey, explosive barrel. Wow, we only have 9 barrels down. 10 barrels down. I do wish there were more bosses, like the Chaos Troll that would pop up, because I just don't use my Bloodlust ability. I mean, yeah, I definitely could, just to speed through these guys, but at the same time, I feel like it's such a waste. Because look at the enemies here. I can just go bam, 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 and they're all taken care of. My cooldowns aren't bad. You know, it's nothing that I'm too concerned over. Even when more guys show up. Other than my tornado, everything's off cooldown. So I'm not concerned about the fight. Except for these Bray Shaman, they are meaty little dudes. There we go. I will say though, I'm glad they don't do the 40k trick in Martyr where they do a psionic death blast. God, I keep hitting that. Okay, we're gonna go this way, because this is either gonna be the exit. Yeah, so this is just the exit. No biggie. At least I cleared it out and know what's here, and I had to go here one way or the other, so it's not too much of a time sink or a loss. Let's explode some barrels. Oh, that's a Gorble. I accept this. This is, once again, pretty cool. I also like that he's constantly moving, so he's a lot more dangerous. He's far more dangerous than a boss who just stands still. I love how she's just standing here while there's this Minotaur still causing problems. Just like, oh yeah, it's good. I got all the barrels. I should leave. It's like, I think you should probably kill the Minotaur first. Because he's just here, and make him after you or cause problems for everybody.
It is done, Master Folk. Hopefully the barrels caused enough damage.
I heard the explosions from here, my friend. Trust me, it will be some time before the forges are up and running again. Now we must deal with the traitor himself. Prepare yourself, and return to me when you are ready to put an end to Ricut and his schemes.
Alright, that is all for now. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit the like button, it helps out the channel a lot. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.